Is to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to all y'all came on the house and byway, teaching his works sincerely and faithfully. You know, Esau's talking about blackouts more and more since 2022. We and the elder apostles, first and foremost, the elder apostles have been talking about it. The elder apostles have been talking about blackouts since they've been out there for 30 plus years. Everybody's been saying the same thing. You still got some people, mostly Israelites, who don't believe this is going to happen. Esau, in his little carnal pecan brain mind, he understands a blackout is going to come. Something's happening. Something. China, Russia, the United, we're getting incited by the United States. There's whistleblower. There's some sort of connection. Like they have some sort of like they know something's coming. Like everyone knows, but Jake, all the heathens, right? Ask our people anything. They don't wanna know anything. Well, they don't know, right? Jake is worried about a BMW. Jake is worried about the next Jordans, or Jake is worried about the next who's gonna win the finals, or who's gonna be the next up and coming artist, or what's the next beef gonna be in the music industry. But it's not gonna happen. They want that. That's all Jake likes is entertainment. But look at this. So lucky. As the U.S. heats up, here's how you can help prevent blackouts. Though blackouts are coming. The U.S. also needs to continue to adopt distributed energy resources. There is to avoid blackouts and brownouts, such as rooftop solar and battery storage that feed back into the grid. A DER is a small-scale power generation unit that operates locally and is connected to a larger power grid at the distribution level. Customers that have DERs usually pay less for their electricity because they sell power back to. So this is telling you how to save energy, right? But ultimately of this title of this article is the U.S. heats up. Here's how you can prevent blackouts. This is June 2nd. They're already talking about blackouts again. Last winter there was a blackout in Texas. There was a blackout in Massachusetts. There was a blackout in New Hampshire. There was a blackout in New Orleans. There was a blackout in Oklahoma. Right? There's a tornado, right? There's blackouts everywhere. But people don't know that the Lord is messing this place up. The Lord is it's gonna be fixated on destruction. It's gonna be fixed on this for destruction. It's gonna be that's what the Lord is doing. It was once this nation that the Lord blessed because we went off as a nation. He saw what he did, castrated, hung us, because we did wickedly. We didn't want to do the right thing, and what happened to us? The Lord made us suffer. The so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. There was the northern tribe got hung, right? Got burned, scalped alive. Like, how do you even you don't even know how that feels, but that could have been you. And, we sit there. Esau said this was a long time ago, or get over it, or this isn't you, but it wasn't a long time ago. The earth is only like around 5,000 years old. It wasn't a long time ago. And that was you, and that was us. And it wasn't that old, to be honest. It happened and we went through that. We felt that. Imagine that. You're like, I remember as a child, I got lost in Kmart at like 6 or 7 years old. And, I was scared, right? Just for being in Kmart, because I didn't know where my mother went, right? That's, right, shit. I was in a toy aisle looking at all the toys. And my mom was somewhere else. I don't know where she went. She was wandering around the store looking at the clothing section. And I thought she left me. So, crying and scared. So just imagine for the children in those times in the 1800s, the 1950s, 1960s, who got taken away from their parents at a young age. Like how do you deal with that trauma? How do you handle that? You can't. You're around a bunch of the devil, the white faced demons, and you're all alone. You have nobody that you can confide in. And they want to tell you to get over it. All they can talk about is the Holocaust. All they can talk about, F you, F the Holocaust, F 9/11, right? That's all they want to talk about. But that's scary to me thinking about that. If you look back, imagine yourself getting lost. Imagine you growing up getting lost, but like instead of you getting lost, you're getting taken. And I remember growing up, I seen a child get taken in DCF. But it's like we can only catch glimpses of how that felt like during slavery, transatlantic slave trade. But it goes for all the tribes. So-called Native American children were kidnapped too, taken away. They were taken to Canada to boarding schools. They got molested and raped and tortured. Esau's gonna pay. How do you? And then he's mad. He's confused. He's confused. The white man's confused. I don't understand, man. Why are you so angry, dude? Why are you so angry? It happened so long ago. Just get over it. Just get over it. That's all he got. And it's funny that he says that. And it's like, all right. Why don't you get over your birthright, you punk? He's a coward. He's not a man. He's a punk. I want to say more, but it's like, I don't even want to, I'm not used to, but it's like throw slurs and all that. But it's just like, he's a degenerate. He's a reject, right? And he wants to talk about some type of get over it. But why don't you get over the birthright? Why are you still on it? Why are you still mad? You mad? You're poisoning the air. You're poisoning the food. Over a birthright, you can't even receive. No matter what you do, you still can't get it back. So why are you mad still? You mad, bro? That's what people say. You're mad? You mad, bro? Like the late 2000s, 2010, and later on, like, you mad, bro? You mad, bro? Like, it's like, in a way, it's like, he's a crybaby, Esau's the goddamn crybaby, But this is gonna lead up. But I'm getting off topic. But this is gonna lead up to sedition. You're gonna lead, the blackouts, right? They're gonna lead up to suffering. A bunch of people. Let me get the scripture. 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So when them blackouts hit, ain't no one gonna listen to the government when that day comes. Right? Ain't no one gonna listen. It's lucky. Ain't no one gonna listen to the politicians, the government, the president, the governor, the mayor, the Democrats, the Republicans. Everybody's gonna be doing their own thing. And my kid's starving. Oh, wait a week. Attention, everyone. There's an alarm that's gonna go off in 24 hours on your. Okay, there's gonna be an alarm, right? Let's say, if you ever watch The Purge, they have an alarm all over every electronic device that's online. Attention, everyone. There shall be no food, but please stay in your house for one. There will be food resupplied in Target or your local grocery store in 1 hour, or let's say like in 24 hours. If not, please stand by and stay in your homes till further notice. You know what I mean? Like, they sound like a damn auto machine talking about stay in your house, but no. Okay, a day goes by. All right. Second day, your kids are hungry. Your kids want food. You can let your kids starve. No grown man in their right mind are gonna do that. What Eve's gonna go kill herself. Eve's gonna go kill them kids in her. Eve's not gonna. Eve, I'd be surprised if Eve even steps out the door. all that rah they have isn't gonna isn't fare well for them in that day. You know, that's all they got is just the police. They got the police. They got social media. You know, they can paint, they can screenshot, clip videos, clip pictures, certain conversations. They clip the picture the way you look bad, and then they post it, and then everyone kiss their ass because they're women. You know, they got that. They got social media, and they got the police. If you know, guess what? The internet's gonna be off, and no police officer is gonna be there for them. Right? It's gonna be a waste of time. So lucky. It's gonna be a waste of time for the police officer to show up because they're gonna have their own families to have to take care of. You know. All right. But that's coming. Look at this. May 31st, 2023. Many Americans face hunger crisis as food insecurity rises. Anti-hunger advocates say the U.S. is facing an unprecedented rise in food insecurity amid persistently high inflation in the grocery aisle and cuts to the food stamp program. Earlier this year, the rise in food insecurity, lacking enough food to live a healthy, active life, comes as the nation has ended the pandemic emergency in the economy. By many measures, continues to be strong. The unemployment rate is near a 50-year low, while wages have been rising for many workers. But those figures hide a stark reality that affecting a growing share of U.S. households, ranging from young families to older Americans. Although jobs are plentiful, many employees don't earn enough to cover the surging cost of living, pushing some to make trade-offs like skipping meals. So that's coming. And to cut the food stamp program earlier this year reduced benefits at a time when groceries are 20% costlier than 2 years ago. That caused food insecurity to jump to unprecedented levels in May among food stamp recipients, according to a new survey from Propel, which makes an app for beneficiaries to check balances for supplemental nutrition assistance. SNAP, or they could have just said SNAP. These all want to be all fancy. Formerly known as food stamps. So SNAP food stamps. About 44% of respondents reported skipping meals in the last month, a 7% increase and a record high. Propel noted those findings were echoed new study from the Greater Boston Food Bank, which found that some local families are making desperate choices such as watering down baby formula or other food. Maybe if y'all got a damn job. Jake is. I'm not saying we're all suffering. You know, we all going through it. But if you have children, you know, when I found out I had a child, that really pushed me to want to work. You know, pushed me to want to do right. You know, and hope every brother's in that spirit. You know, but I think most of these people live off mostly Eve, mostly women, anyways. And it's like they live off that. They're women, you know. Eve is like a not I can't even say Eve, but women don't like really working. Men work more hours than women. If you think about it, you know, women get mad because men get paid more. It's not because they get paid. They're mad because they get paid more. But the most dangerous fields are the most costly. In a way, you get paid more. Being, you know, electrician, construction. You don't see a lot of women in construction. Not saying they won't hire you, but it's like, are you really fit to do the job? Are you really built for this? I seen women cry because they can't be a damn waiter. Like, how do you, because it's just so many customers. I can't do it. I can't do, you're crying over how many people you got. So like, there's one time I was at this restaurant. There was a host. She was seated like at least 5 or 8 tables, and she was crying because she was breaking down because she couldn't handle that many customers. I'm like, what the fuck? How the fuck? How does that make any sense? This is your job. This is what you do. You're crying over how many customers. You could at least said, you could have just said, you just went to the manager and said, there's too many people. I'm new, but she been there for a couple of months, like 4 or 5 months. 4 or 5 months, and you're breaking down and they're damn near near the bathroom. Like, are you serious? Are you kidding me? And most men will take up them tables and just serve people and get paid tips and get more money out of it because they're not gonna break down and have a whole nervous breakdown in the back near the bathroom. So we most men don't apply that they control how they feeling. They control how they feel, you know. Most times, right? Not saying every man is stable, right? You know, we all go through hardships, right? But but right there at that moment, I'm sitting there like, you gotta be kidding me. This is why you're crying over some tables. Or it could be something more, but but at that moment she said it was because of how many seats she was being seated, and it's like, are you serious? You know. But yeah, a lot of women are gonna suffer out here. A lot of women, and we gotta bear our cross. This is, this video is not gonna be a long video, but this is really mainly what I wanted to get to. We, it's something I've been wanting to think about. I've been reading about this lately. Been on my mind. Luke 14. I'm starting at 25. There went a great multitude was him, and he turned and said unto them, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sister, yea, and his own life, also he cannot be my disciple. So, not say like curse them out. I hate your mother. In the scriptures it says Luke 14:26. I hate you. I hate you, Michelle. I hate you, mom. I hate you, dad. I hate and it's like that's not what the scripture's saying like disregard them. Not saying, don't pay so much attention to what they do. You know, you only could tell them so much. And like, hey, all right. And then you gotta go do what you gotta do. Whether they ignore you, whether they talk, whether they reject you or not, it's like, who cares? You know what I mean? You gotta keep pushing, you know? And children and brethren and sisters, yea, in his own life, although he cannot be my disciple, go down to 27, and whosoever does not bear his cross, come after me, cannot be my disciple. For which of you intended to build a tower, sitteth not down first, and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it. So you gotta bear your own cross, right? All those two articles leading up to this. Us as men, and it's true, we gotta bear our own cross. We gotta endure what the Lord has given us, because He gave us a sufficient amount to deal with. Right? We all go through different hardships. Some more than others. Well, I wouldn't say some more or some less. I would say some different. Some is different than another brother. Whether you know what I mean. Some brother can go is been on child support. Another brother is going through um sickle cell. Sickle, those are two different aspects. One brother's going through sickle cell. One brother's going through child support. Boom, two different things. Those are two different hardships. I would never, in a way, can compare the two, but I would say, we all going through their own thing, own struggles. We gotta bear it, and that's what this is about. You know, the Lord bear His cross. It wasn't hard. It wasn't easy. I should say. That was the wrong word. It wasn't easy. Getting spit on, getting thrown to the floor, getting slapped around. It wasn't easy, right? But He endured that. He went through with it. You know, when I speak as a man. He has spiritual power. It's Yahweh, the Son of the Most High, Son, the Son. This is the second, the created being in the known. This sounds like something from an anime or cartoon, Dragon. But when I say it, like this is literally the second most powerful being throughout this is real deal. This. He could snap your fingers, you're dead. He could just look at you, you blink, you're dead. You're, boom, slap the spirit out your body. He could flick you with a finger. He could, I don't know, make you into an ant and crush you, throw you into the sun, make you obese, make you, like very malnourished, very skinny. The bunch of the Yahweh, he had the power. You know, don't think people talk that lowly, like not lowly, but down on him. People say, especially Jake, say this stupid line. Oh, don't try me, try Jesus. Like, what are you implying, that the Lord is weak? You know what I mean? Like, they're saying he's weak because of the struggles, but he did it for your punk ass. But Jake, he's just so frustrating. You see that, and they don't care. They don't respect him. They didn't respect him then. They don't respect him now. That's heavy in a way. It's like he died for you, and not only that, he died for you, but you still disrespect him to this very day. It is. How do you disrespect someone that you didn't even met for 3,000 years and you're still on harassing them? That's Satan, right? That's a demon on Jake. Jake's gonna realize in the kingdom, like, damn, I'm an asshole. I'm a damn asshole. Yeah, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn the last minute. But it's like, the Lord. The Lord went through a lot. He went on a cross, right? Nails. I think it was, if I may, like, I think it was like one nail in his both hands, two nails in his hands, and one nail in his legs together. That's three nails. They were hammered away. The Lord went through that, but Jake, crown of thorns on his head. He went through a lot. This is Yahweh. We're talking about the second. The Son of the Most High, the Son of Yahweh, and he went through all of that for you. But Jake don't consider it. Jake thinks everything we say is full of shit. We don't know what we're talking about, right? Nigga, the Bible's for the white man's book. Or you got the other Israelite, other tribes talking about, oh, use the white man as a crutch. White man, you're victimizing yourself. You got the whole nation of Israel's in disarray. One loves Esau, the other one is an idiot. They both idiots. They're both idiots. They both love Esau. Honestly, if they go against scriptures or go against us as Hebrew Israelites, they're with Esau. Honestly, they're on Satan's side, spiritual Satan's side, and Esau's. You know, and a lot of our people are gonna die. When these camps, when these concentration camps get out there, they're gonna suffer because they choose not to fear the Lord. We gotta bear our own cross. We got to, right? Jake want to have fun all day and ignore everything with weed and alcohol, and then when that day comes, when Esau kicks down your door, you're not gonna be ready. That's what's gonna that's what's gonna happen. You know, that's the end of it. Hope the video was edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, that bonus with Elder's Great Millstone, and salutation to all y'all, Kim on the highways and byways. The next time I see Shalom.